Broadcast all frequencies. Attention fleet of the Urdu Hive Mind. This is Commodore Ventus of the Democratic Order of Equals. Surrender now, and your species along with every drone in it shall be given freedom, equality, and a voice in our government. Attack, and your fleet will be decimated to the last. Warships, power. Frigates and battle carrier target all capital ships. Fighters, execute offensive strategy Tusk. Destroy that debris field they call a fleet.
I don't understand. Why is he shooting Detective Grayson's house?
In this era of human history, it was not uncommon for criminals to fire upon an enemy's house in order to intimidate them without actually killing them.
I've been meaning to ask you, what happened to the humans?
Well, approximately 40 years ago, the International Union detected approaching designated coordinate. You should return to your ship.
This is Commodore Ventus of the Democratic Order 3rd Offensive Fleet. The make of your ships is unknown, which has temporarily halted your demise. State your affiliation immediately, or it shall continue with the utmost precision.
I am captain of the USS Ronin, and this is my companion, Captain Davik of the Myterians. You should cease fighting the Uru.
I'm very sorry for my friend's intrusion, Mr. Commodore. We'll be leaving now.
The Urdu have never once responded to communications. They ignore all attempts at diplomacy.
We recently came into contact with an abandoned station of theirs. Their computer core yielded a working translation of their language.
Surely not. We have yet to decipher it ourselves.
Perhaps I can broker some sort of agreement. There really are much larger problems.
Very well, Outlanders. I will accept a temporary ceasefire with the Urdu, if they will listen.
Hello, workers. We do not wish to wage war. Contact your nearest hierarchy. Ronin to Ventus. I believe I have convinced them to stop.
It seems these two have truly deciphered their language. When we have finished here, transmit a log of our actions to Greater Command. Perhaps this border war may come to an end.
Ships are converging on the drone force.
Captain Davik to Ventus. These drone ships that just arrived are genocidal maniacs. They kill any race they come across and use battles as a means to maximize their destruction.
Then we shall accompany them into the fray. All ships, offensive strategy palisade against the drone ships. We and the Urdu stand together for the moment. Join us, my equals. Let us drive them back. Sections 4 through 6 focus fire on their carriers. Section 7, I want a ship captured intact. Make it happen. Engineers, prepare to dismantle and inspect an enemy vessel.
Yes, Commodore. Drone ships be damned.
Allies, we have come together in the name of survival today. Your Hive 2 performed exceptionally and did not hesitate when it was necessary. That is commendable. Friends, your translations have been sent to our diplomats who are speaking with an Uru Hive Queen currently. Our war started with an Uru raid on our freighters, and over time, after no communication, we came to believe they were being mentally controlled by their queens somehow. This, evidently, is not the case. Uru are genetically wired in such a way that alien speech simply does not register to them. To them, we resembled another resource to be exploited. Now that we can communicate, we may finally begin to understand one another. The democratic order was founded on the belief that all species are equal and should be given freedom no matter the cost. After all, of our 4 member races, 3 were liberated through blood. All we wanted is for their people to be free, and it seems our greatest adversary was simply the ability to speak to one another. I thank you again for your help. Now, as for the drone threat, you have told me that you have encountered them time and time again. Even seen evidence that they brought a sentient race to extinction.
Yes, a pre-industrial species. Nearly the entirety of the Metarians as well, and likely many others we will never meet.
I fear it may not be possible to complete this mission of yours, to preserve your people's story without first combating the drones.
Unfortunately, I have to agree. I don't believe they'll stop until everything is gone.
Perhaps you're right.
Our engineers have completed their dissection of the captured ship. Within it were coordinates. We believe we may know of a manufacturing facility for these drones. However, it is weeks away from our borders. To locate our key fleets so far from our planets would bring only destruction. Thus, they have only granted command of 1 frigate to locate and scout this facility for a larger strike. I will cede command of the battle carrier to my subordinate for the duration of the mission. What I need to know is, will you accompany us?
I will.
What say you, Captain Davik?
Until my last breath.
You have the spirit of a wounded soldier, Captain. We will make the drones pay for your planet. Auxiliary Admiral Truss, I hereby relinquish command to you until I return.
Yes,
These are my command crew. Tertiary Commander Rilton Bullis of the Balcott member race. Strategic Coordinator Elteris Turn of the Philothanic. Primary Surveyor Mull of the Landing Specialist Cardin Deln of the Balcott. And Engineer Ken Lutet of the Jevarim. You'll find them quite capable.
A multi-species cooperative. Fascinating.
That sounds quite pleasant.
And the rest of the Mytarians, Captain Davik. Would they like a place in the democratic order?
My people need to learn to stand on their own before making such a decision. Not yet.
I understand. Just remember that when you do settle a new planet, your society remains free always. Now, friends, let us begin.
A new life form. I am Primary Surveyor Mull of the species.
Mull. Nice to meet you, soldier.
We're not typically as battle-ready as other species, but we do what we must. Where we excel is scientific thought.
I've never met another artificial race that was not trying to destroy my ship.
My species are not automatons, though I do understand the confusion. We are dense mycelium threads inhabiting mechanical suits. Might I inquire as to your maker species? Is it the Batarians?
My makers were known as humans. They are gone.
Oh, that is a tragedy. I mourn your loss, comrade.
Thank you for your condolences. Your civilization is certainly devoted, aren't they?
Do not mistake my bright disposition and general aloofness, so to speak, for lack of belief in my civilization's principles. Freedom and equality are the only path forward. It is simply right.
Of course, we meant no disrespect.
We should depart.